32 days. So, if you lose a bet, do you pay up on it? Are you pretty good? Would you say you're pretty good up on it?
Yeah.
Colton, would you?
Bothers me if I don't immediately.
I usually just don't make bets that I'm not sure I can cash in the first place.
So if someone, say, owes you $100 and it's been almost a year and they haven't paid up on the bet, would you let them in via the phone lines? Via the Lewis Automotive Group?
I know where you're going. Well, maybe that's why Brian is calling.
Yeah, Brian, am I finally going to get paid after Quinn Ewers got sacked in like the first possession of last year's game?
What's up?
What's up? Am I finally? Where's my money?
It's in the bank right now.
Well, when am I going to get it? I mean, the bet's nearly a year old. Am I going to see that $100?
I'll tell you what. I'll come up there on my next day off.
I'll tell you what. How about you just mail it? Just mail it.
No, I'm gonna personally bring it to you. Put it in your hand. How about that?
Live from the Bush Light Studios, this is The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
So am I going to see that money, Tommy? Am I going to see that money at some point in time? It was so funny. I let him up. I set him up perfectly the question. Hey, what's up? I mean, goodness gracious, man. Just, ugh. Oh, whatever. Hey, it's a Tuesday edition of The Morning Rush. We are live at Estes Ace Hardware in Harrison this morning. Our beloved Bruce Stanton is back in studio with us here as well in the Bush Light Studios. Tommy, I know you got a lot going on there at the grand reopening right now.
Yeah, Estes Ace Hardware, whole new look. And I'm going to tell you, as I walked in the door, I was drawn immediately as you walk into your right, second section, is the backyard and barbecue section. And they've got every kind of grilling apparatus you can imagine here and all the tongs and tools of the trade. So we're going to be telling you more. They got some giveaways that include some grills for the weekend. And we'll be talking with Corey Estes here in just a little bit and get kind of the story here. Him and his family bought the Ace Hardware here in Harrison back in the fall. And they are proud to have the kind of their grand reopening with a new look here at Estes Ace Hardware. That's where we begin on a Tuesday. If you're in Harrison, Northvale Shopping Center, can't miss us. The ESPN 1043 vehicle is out front, so come in, say hi. And they're giving away these prizes, Ty, a Milwaukee drill set, a Blackstone griddle, a Weber grill, and a Traeger wood pellet smoker all this weekend. They're going to have some early entries. If you come by and say hi, and just come by and enter today. You can enter while we're here this morning at Estes Ace Hardware, so get an early entry. If you haven't downloaded the Hit That Line Now app, it's powered by Taco Bell. If you're craving something cheesy, saucy, or crunchy, Taco Bell has you covered. There's one right down the road, and you can come by and see us here. Get the Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell.
All right, so a lot of people have been traveling this summer, various vacations, various trips. If you're on one, we appreciate you listening on the Hit That Line Now app that Tommy just referred to. One of our buddies that has been traveling is our friend that's in studio with us, Bruce Stanton at Pradco Fishing. Bruce, it's good to see. I guess Tommy just didn't want to see you today, but I'm here.
Well, hang on. You're burying the lead.
Which is,
we need to congratulate Bruce, Grandpa Bruce.
That's a good point.
This last week, he has got an excellent excuse for not being with us last week. Congratulations, another grandbaby. Is this grandbaby number one?
It's number 3. It's our first
number
boy.
3. So I'm way
little
off.
Eli Havard Stanton, mom and dad, Cole and Courtney, live near your studio about 3 minutes from here. So he's 8 days old right now.
Is there anything better than I don't have any yet. Is there anything better than grandkids?
You know, maybe Tennessee beating Alabama on a last second. It's pretty close. Nah, grandkids.
Other than that, there's no more ecstasy in life than that.
I can't get over getting called beloved by Ty. I thought he used that term of endearment for only like Clay Henry, Jared Eccles, and Billy LaVorne. I'm in shock.
Definitely not the latter two.
and your advertising contract's not even up for renewal, so I don't know why he's saying it right now.
Getting set up for something.
Well, it's just one of those things. I mean, it's one thing to see someone or talk to them over the phone or via FaceTime. It's another see someone in person. And Bruce has watched me because I've had to do a million things before the show starts before, so I haven't had my full focus and attention.
He's highly stressed today, Tommy.
It is here for the
it's
next
been a stress pit.
15 minutes. Well, when Tommy's away, a million things
Well,
always seem to go wrong.
if you plan your work and you start a little earlier, Bruce, it's not always so stressful. Got to get up and get after it early. The early bird gets the worm is what my dad always.
I think he's ready for one of his 2 annual haircuts. That's what I think.
No. I got asked about that this weekend.
I promise you, there's some tools here in this hardware store we can give him a haircut with. I promise you.
We got chainsaws, we got clippers, we got all sorts of stuff down there. You were mentioning the barbecue set. What is the thing that's caught your eye? I knew you were going to say that first. Please tell me there's something else that's caught your eye besides that.
Power tools, man. I'm looking over here. There's Craftsman and DeWalt, Milwaukee Power Tools. They make these. You've seen them at the golf course. These battery powered fans you can put on basically anything. But I'm going to check them out here. We may end up having to. Is there a work need? Any way I could expense this? Any way I could figure out how this is a work need?
You sound like
I need one of these fans. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to be shopping for.
Got to take advantage of it if you can while you're there. All right. So we got plenty to discuss this morning. We're going to get into our Pradco Pyramid of Power running backs coming up. I do have some unfortunate news for those that haven't heard, dealing with a Warren native in Arkansas Razorback. Some bad news for Traylon Burks.
First down at 15 and at the 15. Deep ball from Jefferson. Got him in stride. On the way is Burks. It's a touchdown, Arkansas. Wow. My, oh my, Traylon Burks.
The 18th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Tennessee Titans select Traylon Burks, wide receiver, Arkansas.
Going to take a deep shot. Downfield, Burks goes up and gets it. Big grab, touchdown, Tennessee. Just like they drew it up. Traylon Burks.
This is the opening drive.
All right, so imagine breaking your collarbone and then getting waived within a matter of days. Unfortunately, you don't have to imagine it. That's exactly what happened to Traylon Burks, number 18 pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, and one of the more likable Razorbacks these last couple of years. One of the best players that you've had really in the last decade or so. One of the 5 or 6 guys to ever burst 1,000 yards as a wide receiver. Guys, he has just had a brutal last couple of days. So he makes that one. For those that haven't seen it, he makes this like miraculous one-handed snag at training camp. And then that play, he hurts himself. And unfortunately, between the torn ACL, he's just had an injury-plagued NFL career to start, and the Titans elected to move on from him yesterday.
It's the brutality of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's got huge hands. He's a gamer. He's had the misfortune of playing for the Titans, who don't know who their quarterback's going to be, so he's had a lot of inconsistency there. Head coach has changed.
New GM,
He's a talent. Maybe he'll land on his feet somewhere else, but the injuries have got him in the NFL. That's the bottom line.
And so here's the silver lining, I'd say. Collarbones and these type of injuries heal fairly quick. This is not a season ender. It's certainly not a career ender. He's going to lose value in the free agency marketplace, but there is still time at this point for him to get on someone's roster and contribute this year. So he may have to go reprove himself and earn his way back in. But, Bruce, there's enough time and enough time for him to heal to actually contribute for a large part of the season if a team will take a chance.
Hey, my team, the Commanders, are always looking for receivers. I wouldn't mind if he ended up playing with Jaden Daniels.
Well, I remember in the offseason, Cam Ward was talking about him, like recently number 1 draft pick for the Titans.
He's one of our best targets this year. Not a lot of guys.
The audio's not great, but he's basically on a video game talking about Traylon Burks and how excited he is to play with him. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And Tom, we were talking about it a week or so ago, Brandon Allen being a Tennessee Titan, and with the injury to Will Levis and him having surgery, BA's the backup there in Nashville now. So you're hoping there will be a Razorback to Razorback connection at some point. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, unfortunately.
Well, and these are I think he's talented enough. These are, unfortunately, the trials and tribulations when you're not a superstar. They kind of will give you one injury early, but as injury-prone as he is, he'll have to play somewhere for a discount if he gets the chance. But Kid's way too talented, way too big hands, can catch anything. Huge catch radius. Somebody's going to take a chance on him at a pretty good price.
I texted someone that has knowledge. He's having surgery today. I think he was currently going through it this morning, so hopefully he'll get through that.
Collarbones are what, 6-8 weeks, and you're kind of back, so 10 at the outset. I mean, we're still 6 weeks from the start of the season, right?
The thing you hope for is he just ends up in a better system, a better team, a playoff contender. Because honestly, with the Titans, he's never going to the playoffs.
Colton, you said it.
The most surprising thing, this would be the end of his career. Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen.
Colton, quarterbacks since 2022 who he's had, rattle them off.
Malik Willis, who is just a project quarterback. Josh Dobbs, best known for having no eyebrows. Mr. Mayonnaise and Mr. Meme, Will Levis. Future CTE prevention spokesman Mason Rudolph. And the man that haunts my dreams, Ryan Tannehill. So when you're catching passes from those guys, you're likely not going to have a good start to your career anyway. But like you said, Bruce, it's injuries.
Still got to stay healthy, though. No matter who the quarterback, you got to stay healthy. And that's been his problem.
You know Dobbs for beating Georgia, right? That's how you remember him.
Well, I know him for that, and I think he can say pi to the 43rd decimal. I mean, he's super smart.
He's a legitimate rocket scientist, isn't he?
He is. He's an aerospace engineer.
Okay. Well,
I didn't even know Tennessee had such programs. So,
well, we transfer portal. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, it's Aguilar. Speaking of Tennessee quarterbacks, I've read some stuff so Aguilar's going to start, but that other kid, y'all's backup, is supposed to play, isn't he? Like they're kind of unsure about that.
I mean, he's going to have a chance, but
competition.
Aguilar's thrown a lot of D1 passes. He's thrown a lot of interceptions in D1. Mm-hmm. So, but he's going to be the starter until he throws too many away.
Okay, all right. Well, that's your opening drive this morning, Tommy.
Opening drive brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group, 479-587-3300, the number one top quality source for aggregates, asphalt, and ready-mix concrete. Whether it's a residential project you're working on or a large-scale commercial job, APAC has you covered. No job's too big or too small. Don't let anyone tell you that, hey, that's too small a job for them to help you with. APAC can do it, even though they're the largest aggregate provider in northwest Arkansas. They've got construction consultant services to ensure your job's always on the right track if you need help there. 479-587-3300 for all your rock, asphalt, and ready-mix needs. It's APAC and Standard Materials Group, 479-587-3300.
So Arkansas's got some new faces within the running back room. I know you're trying to still figure out what the roster looks like overall, but does any Arkansas running back crack the top 6 Pradco Pyramid of Power? Let's find out.
Who are the best running backs in the SEC? Let's find out.
Perhaps I could be of some assistance.
This is the Pradco Pyramid of Power.
Well, to me, when you start at the top, Bruce, this one was fairly easy, and why I don't like to look straight into the eyes of Texas. Quintravian Wisner is the only running back in the SEC with 1,000-plus yards, returning from 2024. He had 1,064, 311 receiving yards and a touchdown. I think you've got to start with him just based on what he did last year. I'm going to go with Wisner for Texas at the top of my Pradco Pyramid of Power.
Well, I agree with you. A lot of running back talent was lost last year. So Trey Wisner, obviously over 1,000 yards, actually had 44 receptions too. So very good out of the backfield, catching balls. Here's the problem. He might not be the best running back at Texas. C.J. Baxter missed the entire season, gained almost 700 yards as a freshman. I think the odds say Baxter might end up being the man at the end of the year, but, Wisner had a full year. Either way, I got Texas with the number one running back, whether it's Wisner or Baxter. I'm going to put one on 1A.
Okay, there you go. Caden Durham, LSU. He enters this year's LSU's primary back, impressed as a true freshman last year, 753 yards, 6 touchdowns, and also caught for 260 yards as well. LSU's running back, Caden Durham. I've got him number 2 on the Pradco Pyramid of Power.
Well, I definitely have him ranked. Probably going to stay in the state of Texas with number 2, Le'Veon Moss. Again, he had his season ended with an injury last year, but gained almost 800 yards, had 10 touchdowns, and I just think he's going to have a big season if he's healthy. Number 2, Le'Veon Moss.
Yeah, I've got Moss at 3 out of A&M, so we'll move on. So that's my 1, 2, and 3. Were we at your number 3?
Well, I did have Caden Durham at number 3, so
Okay,
I'm right there with you. We just flipped.
We're the same 1, 2, 3. We just got them in a little bit different order. All right, number 4, Nate Frazier from Georgia. Georgia's rushing leader is a true freshman last year, almost 700 yards, 8 rushing touchdowns, and 12 receptions. I got Nate Frazier from Georgia at number 4.
Well, if you're the starting running back with the Georgia Bulldogs, you're probably going to have a big season. So I'm right there with you on Frazier. Had 8 touchdowns, also had 85 receiving yards, good hands out of the backfield. Nate Frazier, probably going to be a top echelon running back in the SEC this year.
Jaden Ball at number 5. He's Florida's running back, sophomore with a powerful frame, rushed for 673 yards and 7 touchdowns in his freshman season last year. He's amongst most people's preseason's list. I've got Jaden Ball at number 5.
I agree with you. I think DJ Lagway is going to have a great season as the starting quarterback, and I think they're going to get their balance from Ball. I think he's got a lot of speed, and he's going to see the ball a lot this year. Number 5.
I thought the bottom of this list was kind of hard to choose. Could have went with the kid out of Oklahoma, Ott. Kentucky's got a pretty good running back, and Dante Dowdle. Even Missouri's got the Hardy kid, Ahmad Hardy. But I went with Jam Miller from Alabama, kind of, I guess, maybe lean towards the name brand. Might be making a mistake, but he's a senior player stepping into the number 1 role. Split reps last year. He still had 668 yards of rushing, 7 touchdowns, 155 receiving on 16 receptions. I got Jam Miller from Bama rounding out my Pradco Pyramid of Power.
Yeah, I had all those other names on my list. Even looked a little at Braylon Russell. I had 67 carries for 354 last year, but I kind of went with a name brand and a different color. Tennessee, obviously. The Vols led the SEC in rushing with over 200 yards a game last year. Deshaun Bishop had 455 yards 74 times, 3 touchdowns as a redshirt freshman. He's going to get the bulk of the carries. He's the experience coming back. And, Tennessee, Heupel, they love moving the ball fast, high tempo, but they like running the ball first. So I just got to believe if Bishop's the starter and he's healthy, he's going to have a 1,000-yard season, and I got him at number 6.
All right, we both Texas'd up. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but I had Wisner at 1. You kind of split one with the 2 Texas backs. I had K. Durham of LSU at 2. You had Moss there. I had Moss at 3. You had Durham at 3, so we split there. Both had Nate Frazier at 4, Jaden Ball at 5, and I went with Jam Miller from Bama, and Bruce homered up with Tennessee in his 6th spot. Where are we right? Where are we wrong, Ty?
I would put Moss almost at 1 because you mentioned the split backfield that's expected for Texas. I don't think that same way is going to be in College Station, so I think he's going to get the bulk of the carries. Watching him, he is outstanding. Feels like a Texas A&M running back or wide receiver, just cuts your heart every year. So that would be the only change. I might put him at 1, but everywhere else look good. You mentioned, I think something important about that. We've talked about the turnover at quarterback. Obviously, Tennessee's got a new guy, then Nico with Aguilar. But really at the skill positions too, like Ole Miss lost some guys. Ryan Williams is back for Alabama. But you mentioned the running back room for Tennessee looks a little different, but there's a lot of skill position players that are departed, so that's going to look a lot different this year too in the SEC.
It will, but the power teams, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, probably doesn't matter who the running back is. They're going to have 1,000 yards, and they're going to look real good.
Yeah. Well, we've reached the pits of hell as far as summer. I mean, it is hot, and I guess the only way if you're going to enjoy it, you got to get out early. And I know you're fishing. Fishing the beds there along the way. You're trying to catch them fish up in shallow water before the water warms up too much.
Well, I want to cover a couple of things. Right now is the perfect time to be wade fishing. All these little creeks around here, rivers like the Kings River, Lee Creek, Washita River, they're all low and clear, and that's great for topwater fishing. We got some clouds rolling in Thursday and Friday, maybe a little rain. Be a great time to get out and wade fish. I'm using 6-pound test line on a spinning outfit, and I'm throwing a Rebel crickhopper popper in yellow with a black back. Looks like a grasshopper that just jumped in the water, and a smallmouth largemouth spotted bass, black perch, love those things. The other thing that's probably going to keep me up at night next week, the Arkansas River is finally getting down below 40,000 cubic feet a second, which when it gets around 20 to 25, that's when I like fishing jetties. I'm throwing a Super Spook Junior. I'm throwing a Bandit 200 and Pearl White, and I love throwing a P65 Popar. I can throw it a long way and catch white bass, stripers, largemouth, and spotted bass on topwater. And you better believe after all this flooding, these bass are going to be on the ends of these jetties with a little current rolling around them. It's going to be just a great time to be on the river next week.
All right, Walmart, Bass Pro Shops, Academy, LureNet.com is always the source, and you can find all your favorite brands. And they're made where? Right
Fort
here in
Smith,
Arkansas. That's right. So you can find them. Did you go down the parade? Were you around for the parade last week?
YN wanted to go see Rick Springfield up in Joplin, Missouri. So we got some human touch up there at the Downstream Casino. I want my 80s. We saw Wayne Chung. We saw Paul Young, John Waite, and we karaoke'd to Rick Springfield for almost 4 hours.
Well, you were probably in the air conditioning, which is probably a good choice. But it's great to see such a big crowd out to see Jalen and Isaiah, and a great night just to celebrate two Fort Smith kids.
Proud of those guys. I think Tommy's got a Jalen tattoo on one shoulder and an Isaiah on the other. So he's
yes, I do.
Up.
Yes, I do. So, all right, Bruce, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch up next week.
All right, see y'all.
Bruce Stanton, Pradco Fishing, with us here on the Morning Rush.
All right, we got our hog update coming up. Talon Green announced as a Maxwell participant. All right, Tommy, how do I say that?
He's on the Maxwell Award
Maxwell list. Thank you.
On the watch list.
Jeez Louise. Had that written down. I looked at it the wrong way. Parker Coyle's coming back. Good news. Got some other baseball news to get to as well. Plus, they have announced the 2025 Hall of Honor class that's going to be inducted in September. So we'll share all that news as we continue on Tuesday. If you want to jump in with us, Lewis Automotive Group hotline is open the rest of the hour, 877-377-6963. We're live at SSA's Hardware in Harrison.
You're listening to The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
I just ate watermelon for dinner last night. That's it. Nothing else?
Nothing else. Watermelon.
You're not hungry?
I ate watermelon.
Were you high?
No, yes, I was. Yes, exactly.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a big new game to play? Well, there's no game bigger than the new dino-sized Jurassic World scratch-off games from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, which gives you a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. And if that weren't enough, you can enter for a chance to win an exciting trip to beautiful Hawaii, where you could win up to $1 million. So get down to your local lottery retailer today, and welcome to Jurassic World. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
This is The Morning Rush.
Say goodbye! Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith or Brad Howe in Van Buren.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
You looking to revamp your closet? Tired of wearing the same old stuff? Hey, Ty Richardson for Roback, one of our new partners here at ESPN Arkansas. Hoodies, joggers, polos, you name it, they have it. Thankfully, Roback is licensed by the University of Arkansas, so you can add to your Razorback collection. Here's the best part. Because you're an ESPN Arkansas listener, you're going to get 20% off your first order. Just use the code RUSH25 at Roback.com. That's RHOBACK.com.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Storm season is here. Is your roof ready? Hey, it's Matt Jones. If the weather has wrecked your roof and you need a roofing company you can trust, call my friends at Patriot Brothers Roofing. They have the #1 certainteed roofing company in Arkansas. They are licensed, bonded, insured, and lifetime River Valley residents located in Van Buren.
Thanks, Matt. We are also the only roofing company in the River Valley that installs a full CertainTeed integrity roof system and registers a 50-year warranty directly with CertainTeed. Patriot Brothers Roofing, because your home deserves only the best.
Hey, this is Derek Ruskin with the Ruskin and Zach Show, and honestly, I have no idea where Zach is. Okay, I made it. My car broke down on the side of the road. What did I miss? Definitely not a sports segment. Why don't you take your vehicle to the Crane Automotive team? They have 17 locations across the state and are committed to Arkansas. Check them out at craneteam.com. I'll do that. Kenzi's going to need a vehicle soon. We can go together as a family. She'd absolutely love that.
Dad, can I get a sports car like yours?
We can talk about it later. The Crane Automotive team, home of the Crane commitment.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
There's only one Razorback.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
Razorback fans, let's stand up and call those.
107 down.
This one belongs to the Razorbacks. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Colin. Alex has got room.
Everybody, woo, big Suey. This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
So Arkansas baseball fans got some good news yesterday. I know our buddy Phil Elson's in the Grand Canyon, but he probably knows that Parker Coyle is coming back. Called him the lone Razorback that was that was drafted and decided that he's coming back to school. He had some injury issues that he had to deal with this past season. Had some good numbers: 1.27 ERA, over 30 innings, 24 strikeouts. I know Dave Van Horn, Matt Hobbs, and the team happy he's coming back for another year.
Yeah, what a big piece that you're going to have in your probably a part of a big piece of your rotation. More than likely, hopefully, that all the injury stuff is behind Parker Coyle, because you said it, Ty. You saw some things out of him this year and in his time at the University of Arkansas that is really high deal stuff. And so he also was the owner of an Immaculate Inning this year, so he's got some really good stuff as well. And so that's a big piece back for the Razorbacks that's going to add a lot of experience. And when you come back to school, you're hoping that the next time you get drafted, it's in a higher slot and you get to earn a lot more money. So I think Parker Coyle loves being a Razorback. He was, one of the, I think some of the best interviews that we got after games this year were Parker Coyle just being super honest and upfront and letting his emotions spill out from on Hogs Plus and some of the content that we get from there. So it's a big plus, not only just for your pitching staff, but also if you just like the Razorbacks, that's a great guy to listen to.
Arkansas got another commit, Jacob Emoto, who spent last season in San Marcos at Palomar College, which is a JUCO school. So you added another pitcher to this staff. And also, we didn't get to this yesterday, but how about Andrew Benintendi lately?
Right field. Tucker looking up at the wall. It's a Benny bomb here in the first inning. 12th home run of the season. Benintendi high in the air, deep to right field. Tucker at the wall. It's a Benny bomb times 2.
2 home runs in this game recently for the White Sox. He has 13 on the year. He doesn't have the best batting average. He would tell you that. I think it's like 242, a little lower than probably he wants it to be. But he has hit the ball really well lately. Last 10 games that he's played, he's had 5 multi-hit games. So Andrew started to heat up a little bit. Happy for him there. Arkansas announced that 8 Razorbacks are going to be a part of the Hall of Honor this fall. They're going to be inducted on September 26th at the Walton Arts Center. Some notables include Zach Cox, the late Ryan Mallett, James Rouse, Dwight Stewart, and Clint Sterner, who I know was on Chuck and Bo this morning. So good stuff. I know that there's a lot of good memories from those guys in baseball and football and basketball, and there's a few other student athletes as well. So congratulations to all of those Arkansas Razorbacks that are going to be inducted in this September. Last thing here in your Hog Update. Taylor Green, as I mentioned earlier, is a part of the Maxwell watch list this fall. 80 players. He's got 79 other compadres that are trying to vie for that 89th Maxwell, named for Robert Tiny Maxwell, who played at the Swarthmore College. He's also a sports writer and a football official. KJ's been on this list. A lot of guys have been on this list for Arkansas. So congratulations to Taylor, who almost broke Ryan Mallett's record last year for yards in a single season. So hopefully he has an opportunity to do that this upcoming year. All right, that is your Hog Update this morning. Hog Update always brought to you by our friends at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
All right, so it's National Lasagna Day. Where does lasagna rank in the pecking order of pastas? I've got it below Alfredo and spaghetti. It's kind of it's really good if it's done right, but I don't think it surpasses like scampi or spaghetti or chicken Alfredo. Where's it on the list for you, Colton?
Me, lasagna is up there at the top. My mom makes a really good lasagna. I like that more than I like any of the Alfredos or scampis. And spaghetti is my number one favorite. I'm a simple man. You don't have to get too fancy in your pasta for me.
Spaghetti's the easiest. So we ask our friend David Rath of Rath Mitsubishi. David, where is lasagna in the pecking order for you amongst pastas?
I think I probably agree there. I think spaghetti's probably right up at the very top just because of simplicity's sake, but I think lasagna's right there. My wife makes a mean one too, so
okay.
I think I'd go that way.
Well, anytime you want to drop that off at the studios, we'll be more than happy to take that off your hands, okay?
Sounds like a plan, man.
All right, well, I know you got a few more days. Summer Sales Drive still going on, plus we got some new car incentives as well. Outlander, always a great choice. Again, July is coming to an end, and so is the Summer Sales Drive, so they got to stop by and see you and your dad, also in Fort Smith as well.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. We're shuffling inventory around like crazy. A lot of new vehicles coming in on the pre-owned side, kind of going through the whole road-ready inspection and reconditioning process, kind of getting those things ready to go for folks. And then, the new car thing, we got a few days left on July incentives. So, they're doing that $299 for 60 with approved credit on Outlander. We got some clearance stuff going on too. There's a few that have gotten a little bit of a suntan on me. So I'm kind of knocked those way down. A few of those that are kind of left over from when we had that hail sale, whatever that was, a month and a half ago or so. So we got a few leftovers there. Those are a really good bargain. And then the plug-in hybrid, if you've been paying attention to the news, those EV incentives that everybody has kind of been so high on, those are kind of going away, sounds like, toward the end of September. So if you were kind of thinking about maybe jumping into that and giving that a try, now's the smart time to get that done because those are going to be more expensive probably come fall than what they are right now. So there's a lot of good reasons to check them out.
Yeah, stop by and see David, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale, his dad, Larry, at Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith. Get that summer car. I know that school is going to be here before we know it, David. And you got to have a vehicle, not just for the end of summer, but also for school as well.
That's right. You got to look right when you're dropping the kids off, man.
Exactly. Exactly. David, have a good rest of your week. Good luck with the summer sales drive, okay?
I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
All right, when we come back, Morning Rush Daily Questions, and we continue on a Tuesday.
That had to be one of the funnest segments I've ever heard in my life. Took my coffee out. It was a great bit. It was comedy gold.
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a big new game to play? Well, there's no game bigger than the new dino-sized Jurassic World scratch-off games from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, which gives you a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. And if that weren't enough, you can enter for a chance to win an exciting trip to beautiful Hawaii, where you could win up to $1 million. So get down to your local lottery retailer today, and welcome to Jurassic World. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Today you're going to follow Jesus. And by 10 o'clock, I still want to follow Jesus, but I also want to slap the hell out of somebody.
This is The Morning Rush.
The summer sales drive.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas. More than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner. This crispy chicken is from a taco place.
This crispy chicken is from a taco place? Hey, this crispy chicken's from Taco Bell? The taco place? This chicken is so perfectly crispy with tortilla chip coating. It's from a taco place. What? It comes in a burrito, too?
From your taco place, it's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Roback's got the gear for your perfect summer days.
Go summers living on the run. Now the beachfront nights, 5,000 thunderstorms. Won't you kiss me, darling? Tell me that you're gonna stay. Yeah. Give me those East Coast summers, Maryland to me.
Shop polos, hoodies, Q-zips, and much more in the American Summer Collection at Rowback.com.
Rowback made finding the perfect pair of pants or shorts much easier. They're a clean fit with comfortable premium fabric. They look great on and off the golf course. So shop at Rowback.com for the Delta pants and shorts.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. BetOnline, the game.
Thanks for watching us.
East Taylor Road for performance, precision, and power. It's Exhausted Muffler in Motorsports. Call today at 479-214-2729 or stop by today.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. At Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
All right, we're live at Estes Ace Hardware in Harrison, Arkansas. Come by and say hi. Our Morning Rush Daily Question brought to you by CartPath Social. Football practice begins this weekend for the Razorbacks. What are some questions you want answered in the first week or so of practice? I think we all got question marks about the wide receivers, but what specifically when Sam Pittman talks on the 31st, and that'll be before practice begins. Practices, they'll run around in gym shorts and helmets for a couple of days, and they'll get after it. Ty, what are some of the questions you've got? What are some things you're going to be watching for those first 4 or 5 days of practice?
Like you said, number one question everyone has, including, I think, Pittman, Ronnie Fouch, the wide receivers coaches, who the heck's going to catch the ball this year? They might have an idea and an indication, definitely more than we do, but that's the common theme for the fan listening and waiting on this season 32 days out. I would say my next question, maybe we haven't talked about it enough. Clay always says, and he's rightly so, that we don't talk enough defense. Who's going to get to the quarterback? Like, Lando's gone. Your NFL draft pick is now playing for the Buffalo Bills. He ain't there anymore. You're not getting 3.5 sacks on an Alabama quarterback. One, because you're not playing Alabama. Two, you don't have an NFL-ready guy on this roster. So how are they going to do it? And I've heard T. Will and Sam Pittman talk about blitzing Sorey and Dix, but like of your interior linemen outside of Cam Ball, who the heck is going to bring the other SEC guys down? That's I would say a question that has gone under the radar a little bit that I think we need to know about this fall.
I think we'll still focus on offensive line. I think there are going to be a lot of questions there because you got transfer players. I think Coach talked real high on Rohan Jones at media days, and I heard him say something with us last Friday about they don't feel like they've taken a step back. You kind of remember it that way at tight end when he was speaking of that?
That is what he said. He said,
and that's a mouthful for me, And I know Haas got hurt, but that's a mouthful. So
I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, that's that.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. But I mean, to me, that's a lot to live up to. I think we're saying the same thing. Are you a little skeptical about that?
100%. 100%.
Okay, okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to hear, and this is not just a Sam Pittman thing. This is not a thing that, hey, let's take shots at Sam, but you're going to hear coaches all across the Southeastern Conference, all across college football. They're going to talk about how great these guys are, how they're better in that room than last year. And I think every fan, at least look, and I say everyone, I think the majority of fans looking at the tight end room, what you had versus what you have, are just like, we'll see. Hopefully it's the case. Hopefully that Sam Pittman's right, and I don't know why, something Morgan Turner. Hopefully Morgan Turner and it really likes that room, Nate. But that's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know if I believe that just yet. But again, he knows his he knows his personnel better than I do. So who am I to sit here and say otherwise?
All right. That's your Morning Rush Daily Question. Tonight's brought to you by Cart Pass Social. If you want to golf where it's 72 degrees, guaranteed at 2:30 in the afternoon, you can do it at Cart Path Social.
Always, man. 9 to 5 today, $25 per hour. So the final day with the July special here on this Tuesday. Take advantage, leave work early, take a long lunch, play a little golf at one of over 1,000 different golf courses. Tommy mentioned the AC. It's not gonna be 90 or 100 outside. It's going to be nice and 70 or in the 60s. I think Christian and Nate cranked that
90
down.
would be a break right now.
Yeah, down to the 60s. So take advantage of that. Always BYOB. Bring in your favorite beverage. Bring in your favorite food. You can always do so at Cart Pass Social. 122 Grant Place in Lowell, 479-487-3622, or online at cartpathsocial.com. So one of the things we mentioned Talon being a part of the Maxwell watch list. They'll have the semifinalists and the finalists. I think there's a good chance he could end up as a semifinalist. I think it might be far fetched to say he's a finalist this fall. But is that noteworthy, Tommy, that he's on a list with 79 other guys, or is this just trying to fill up a list in your opinion?
I think you just answered your question.
So it's not in your opinion.
He's on a list with how many other guys?
79. It's 80 total.
All right, thank you.
So it's not.
That's all you need to. That's all you need to know. How many Power 5 teams are there? Power 4 teams?
What is it? 132? 136?
Well,
Power 5. Sorry, Power 5.
Yeah.
Thinking. I thought you were talking about FBS. Well, it's Power 4 now.
FBS is like 130, but yeah.
What do you got? 18 in the Big Ten, 16 in the SEC. The ACC is so jumbled now with their new setup. It's so hard for me to pull in UCLA and USC. I need like a conference map nowadays, just with the new rearranged conferences within college football. All right, so we're going to toss that aside. It's not noteworthy. Hopefully it is.
It's a watch list. Watch lists are designed to create conversation.
I forgot you're the hater of watch lists and preseason polls.
They're stupid. They're dumb. I mean, you said he was one of 80 guys on this list. I mean, that's not noteworthy.
All righty, moving on. Game in Little Rock, Tommy. Whole Hog Sports. I was reading Wally Hogg's column, staying on football. 30 of the 40 sections have been sold out for this game. So we're 32 days out for when they play Alabama A&M. 39 days out when the Little Rock game has Arkansas and Arkansas State. According to Wally, Arkansas State has a little over 1,800 tickets left. Left of its $10,000 allotment, anywhere from $55 to $70. There's some on the secondary market as well. I saw Missouri just announced the Border War game for them in Kansas has been sold out. I know that's a different rivalry than in this game, which is in many people's minds not even a rivalry. I guess the question I have here: are we going to get to a sellout? Like, we're 3/4 of the way there. We're 39 days out. So what is that? 5.5 weeks. I mean, are we going to get to a sellout by the time this game is played at War Memorial Stadium at, was it 4 o'clock? I think 4 o'clock.
I think so. I think so. It doesn't sound like there's many left. Now, if you want to go, you just kind of laid it out. You're going to sit in the end zone or in the corner, and that's okay. I mean, if you want to go, and again, I think there's some historical, nostalgic type feel that. This will be the last game at War Memorial. If I'm a Little Rock guy, if I'm like you, I've grown up going to games there. That place is important. There's a ton of memories, all those sorts of things. It's a game I want to be at because I don't think that the Razorbacks are going to play again there for a long time. Now, I may be wrong on that, and the governor may make a different agenda, but I don't think the University of Arkansas is going to play a football game there for several seasons. So. And maybe ever. I don't know. But I would be there if it was important to me.
Well, let's go to Central Arkansas. General Ben's in Saline County this morning here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. General Ben, are you going to go to this final game in War Memorial Stadium?
I don't know. I'm not trying to waffle out, but I'm 73 years old now, and my body just don't feel sorry for me. I'm just saying that I am not the same General Ben I was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever. And I'm just being honest. I don't know if I could make the walk from my car where me and whoever drove me over there would have to get out and walk from the car into the stadium I'm not sure if I can even make that trek, that walk, from the vehicle into the stadium. So I just don't know if I can make it or not physically. But, in my heart, I really want to go because I think unless the governor, like y'all said, does something to cause it to keep going on, I believe that's the only way it's going to keep going on. I don't believe there'll be another game played in War Memorial without the governor doing something to keep it going, because I think the handwriting's on the wall, has been for a long time. A lot of the people that go to the game in Little Rock, especially me, feels like we're kind of the red-headed stepchildren, because we get all the sorry, sucky games of the season or whatever, and we don't play anybody anymore there, and all that kind of stuff. And it is going to be, kind of a neat game, nostalgic, like y'all said, because it is, for many years, as everybody's always been on the talk shows, if there was nothing else to talk about, somebody call in and mention, playing ASU, and there'd be the arguments there. Well, now it's not going to seem very important. Like when both of them were kind of good, like the years that they won 3 Sun Belt Conference championships in a row, well, it was looking like it might be a real football game, and now both of them are kind of falling on hard times. But anyway, it's still going to be great to go to, because it may be the last hoorah, and I figured there'd be a pump up of it and all that stuff.
Ben, if you're up for it, if you feel like a week of you're up for it, we'll have a ticket. We'll have a pair of tickets for you. Okay, I'll make sure of that.
Wow. Well, thank you.
You got it, buddy. All right, so I think he hit on a couple important things there, Tommy. One, and I don't blame Sam Pittman and Hunter Yurchek for doing the game time, because you still got to travel. 4 o'clock is going to be tough. It's going to be hot as you know what down there in Little Rock. It always is. So there are fans like Gentle Ben that would think about going, but it's not at night, so they feel like that's an element they have to deal with. 2, you feel like as a Central Arkansas or Eastern or Southern Arkansas fan, while it is Arkansas State that you've been given the scraps the last couple of years, which is just a fact. Like they haven't played an SEC game there since, was it 2015 or 16? Maybe it was Ole Miss a few years later, but it's been a while. That being said, so I don't blame Gentle Ben and others that maybe we're going to go to this that are just, I don't think I'm going to go anymore.
Well, I mean, I don't want to rehash the stadium debate. I think that's pretty well been decided, and that fate, the stadiums aren't the same and don't compare, and there's a reason why the better games have not been played there over the last, decade or so. But, I mean, that's water under the bridge. Here's the point, and Gentle Ben touched on it there. Everyone clamored to play this game. Well, I say some did, not everyone. Some clamored that this game needed to be played. This was a rivalry that needed to be born, all of these things. And if it's that important, why isn't it already a sellout? If it's that big a deal, it sounds to me like ASU fans have done their part in buying up most of their tickets. I'm surprised they have any allotment left in their 10,000 seats. Really surprised on that at this point. So that, that to me is the surprise at this ASU Arkansas game. All these historic haven't filled up the stadium at this point with 53,000 seats. I think it will fill up by the time we get to game time, though. Hey, Bet with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Football season is just right out a month away, and now is the perfect time to lock in your future wagers for NFL and college football. There's no better time to download the Oaklawn Sports app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and start wagering on all of the action. New customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. There's a 10% profit boost for new and existing customers as well. And you can find all the futures, outright, spreads, totals, player props, and more. Bet with the brand you trust. Bet with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a big new game to play? Well, there's no game bigger than the new dino-sized Jurassic World scratch-off games from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, which gives you a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. And if that weren't enough, you can enter for a chance to win an exciting trip to beautiful Hawaii, where you could win up to $1 million. So get down to your local lottery retailer today, and welcome to Jurassic World. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Designed by Jason Christie, the Booyah Finesse Covert Spinnerbait doesn't just bring the fight, it dominates. Choose from 3 blade options: Colorado for maximum thump, Willow for bright flash, and the one the pros won't talk about, the Oklahoma blade. Perfectly balanced for subtle vibration, multiple flash points, and unmatched versatility. The Oklahoma blade is your secret weapon for pressured waters. Precision engineering, tournament proven, and one mission: dominate. Booyah Finesse Covert Spinnerbait, here for one thing.
This is the Morning Rush.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Mix and match your favorite flavors like buttermilk ranch, honey mustard, and spicy. Endless combinations start with 2 warm tortillas, each filled with 100% white meat, juicy on the inside, crispy on the outside, hand-breaded chicken tenders. Any 2 wraps, now just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. These items only. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included. Visit restaurant for details.
The summer sales drive continues at Rath Auto Resources. Right now, save up to $6,000 off retail value on your next road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle, reconditioned and backed by a limited warranty. We've got you covered for your service needs as well, with half-off brakes and special financing available for those larger repairs. With our live market painless pricing and non-commissioned sales staff, we're committed to taking the hassle out of buying a quality pre-owned vehicle in the River Valley. Just another reason why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith. RathAutoFortSmith.com.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When she wrecked your heart, we were there to pick up the pieces with you. Now that you've wrecked your car, we can help with that too. Dog bite? Slip and fall? Car crash? Call Jackie Mock. 15 years in the insurance industry taught me the tricks to get you paid. Call for your wreck check today. 479-769-1505. Mock Legal Solutions. Real advice. A wreck check sounds nice.
Top CDL Academy is a licensed Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that provides the federal required training to obtain both Class A and Class B CDL licenses. Our program provides assistance with employment after graduation. We have finance and grant options available. Students straight out of class have started new careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050. COP CDL Academy.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Taco Bell's new crispy chicken tacos and burritos are so delicious.
Wait, Taco Bell's a chicken place now?
Nope, they're a taco place.
So this crispy chicken taco's from another chicken place.
No, it's from Taco Bell.
But this chicken is all white meat with avocado ranch. Gotta be from a chicken place.
It's coated in crispy tortilla chips. That's Taco Place.
I don't know. Seems like Taco Bell's just a chicken place now.
Well, the crispy chicken also comes in burritos.
What is even real?
Try the new crispy chicken tacos and burritos from Taco Bell. Your taco place that's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact store for availability.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, plenty of sunshine. A high this afternoon, mid to upper 90s with a heat index anywhere from 105 to 110. Mainly clear mid 70s overnight. And then Wednesday, we will see a chance of a few showers or storms. A high in the mid to upper 90s. A heat index 105 to 110. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936. PERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 32 days.
So, if you lose a bet, do you pay up on it? Are you pretty good? Would you say you're pretty good at bumping? Yeah. Colton, would you?
Bothers me if I don't immediately.
I usually just don't make bets that I'm not sure I can cash in the first place.
So if someone say owes you $100 and it's been almost a year and they haven't paid up on the bet, would you let them in via the phone lines? Via the Lewis Automotive Group?
I know where you're going. Well, maybe that's why Brian is calling.
Yeah, Brian, am I finally going to get paid after Quinn Ewers got sacked in like the first possession of last year's game?
What's up?
What's up? Am I fine? Where's my money?
It's in the bank right now.
Well, when am I going to get it? I mean, the bet's nearly a year old. Am I going to see that $100?
I'll tell you what. I'll come up there on my next day off.
I'll tell you what. How about you just mail it? Just mail it.
I'm going to personally bring it to you and put it in your hand. How about that?
Live from the Busch Light Studios, this is The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
All right, so apparently Brian's going to pay me the $100, which I'm going to donate to the Good Samaritan Clinic.
Yeah.
That money that I was going to, do something on. And not the donations might stretch the imagination or a bad thing, but I basically got guilted yesterday that I'm a POS.
You could have said, no, I'm going to spend it on myself.
No, yeah. You know what? Forget you for doing that. That's a beef of mine early. It's like, hey, let's guilt someone to make them feel like the scum of the earth if they don't donate money. That's like, it's one thing to do that like in the confines of a workplace, but the confines of my workplace happen to be broadcasted over 4 radio stations, an unbelievably powerful medium on hitthatline.com and our Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell. So anytime that I am forcibly, not forced, but like basically put into a situation where I look bad unless I do something from a donation standpoint, I got to give in it. So anytime that you feel like you need to get a donation from me, you can just call up on air on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline and be like, hey, I need this to donate it. And I'm going to do it probably because otherwise I'm going to look like a POS. So thank you for that.
Colton, do we have the video of yesterday's show?
Oh, yeah.
Colton, do we have the video from yesterday's show? Mm-hmm. I don't recall any guns being held to Ty's head. Do you?
It looked like he had free reign to make his own decisions like a big boy, but I don't know. I feel like he's doing the right thing. He had some free will, but he's got a big heart. He wants to do the right thing. He gave General Ben some tickets today. He's trying to do the right thing. I appreciate that time.
Thank you, Colton. Thank you. We're at live
at nice of you to go buy General Ben some tickets.
No, we get the tickets.
Maybe that's what you'll do with $100.
It's $100. Tickets aren't cheap nowadays. What am I doing? Am I donating? Am I buying tickets? You got to make up your mind. You got to stop flip flopping.
It's for the kids. It's
always for the kids.
So, yeah, it's for the kids. Hey, we're live at Estes Ace Hardware. We're in Harrison Northville Shopping Center. Come by and say hi. You can enter to win some of the great prizes they're going to be giving away this weekend as part of their grand reopening. A Milwaukee cordless, brushless two-tool combo kit. Easy for me to say. You can come by. That's a $400 value, giving that away. A Blackstone 2-burner propane outdoor griddle with the hood on it. That's a $350 value. Those are given away on Friday. Saturday, a Weber Spirit Grill. $400 grill given it away. And a Traeger Pro Series 22 wood pellet grill. It's bronze. Looks great. $600 grill. They're going to give that away. You can enter today. Bucket's right here on our table. Come by and say hi. They've got all sorts of savings. They got a gun department here. They got the grills. They got the power tools. They got the paint, everything you need. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks, here in Harrison at Estes Ace Hardware. So come by and say hello this morning at Estes Ace Hardware. And if you need a donation, we'll put you on the air with Ty, and he'll hook you up.
Pinto says you need to match it. Are you going to match it? Bueller?
Pinto, I'll have to take that to my foundation board. Have to go through the foundation on that.
Wow, I just off the cuff said I'd do it. Man, you gotta go through a process for the kids.
Well, I don't have an extra 100 rolling in. I don't have it's not like I reached in my pocket and found 100 this morning like you did.
Well, one of us drives like an 8-year-old car. The other one drives one that was recently bought. That we can go down this road. You're not going to win that battle if we go down. It's going to get worse. It's worse.
That's not even my car. I don't even have a car. You know,
the company bought it for him. All right, let's talk to our friend Tom Murphy, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette.
They felt bad for me.
Yeah, that's what they did. Tom, you don't feel bad for us, do you, this morning? How do you feel this morning here on Tuesday?
Well, I feel pretty good, but have I wandered off into something that I just don't want any part of?
Basically, Tommy pinned me up against the wall and saying I'm a terrible person unless I donate the $100 that I rightfully won from Brian in Ozark to a great clinic and a great cause in the Good Samaritan Center. Shout out Patty Kimbrough. But I just don't I want to do that out of the kindness of my own heart, not from a vantage point where you look like an awful human being if you don't give this money up that you rightfully won from a deranged Texas fan. That's what you wandered into this morning.
I hear what you're saying. I got to say, if I win a bet or something like that, I don't want to turn around and donate that. That was hard-earned money.
Okay, and Tom's pretty down the middle, and thank you. I'm still going to do it because I'm a good person, despite being,
We'll just use a different 100 for that then. Will that make you feel better, Ty?
If you give me an extra 100, I should get a bonus for all just getting raked against the coals this morning. Tom, let's talk fall camp. Tommy asked a question earlier in the first hour. Number one question that any fan has, I think, is the wide receiver rooms. Like, Talon lost top 8 or 9 pass catchers. No one has any idea who's going to catch the ball this year from a fan standpoint. One of the things I mentioned is who's going to get to the quarterback. You don't have Landon Jackson. He's in Buffalo right now. A couple other guys aren't on the team. They either transferred or exhausted their eligibility, like Eric Gregory. Where's the pass rushers rank on your list of just questions you have heading into this Friday?
Well, just to let you and the listeners know, come Sunday, I'm going to write a piece on the most pressing issues in this camp for Arkansas.
Bang.
And pass rushers, and who's going to catch the ball? Will offensive line protection be better? They gave up a lot of sacks last year. To me, there's a lot of questions.
Is this a 30,000 word column? This could be 30,000 words here. So
yeah, I mean, what does the safety depth look like? I get the sense that they felt pretty good about what they did in the portal, and that includes adding a couple of receivers in the spring, and then adding in Gene and Brown, and then adding some defensive backs like Smalls, and so. I have concerns when you have that much roster turnover, but Sam Pittman looks on the bright side of it and says these are veteran guys who know how to adapt to certain systems and stuff like that. We'll see how it plays out. But, yeah, Tommy, it's going to be a lengthy piece because there's a lot of questions.
A lot of ink. Tom's visit with us here on Tuesdays, brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. Tom, I think, Sam Pittman's tried to put the best light on his team. I think he's genuine when he says he likes his team. He likes their size. We're just hoping to see some evidence of what he's talking about. But, in our visits at SEC Media Days, the other media appearances he's done, including our show, he's been very clear about how much he likes this football team. And he's more or less led us down the path of they're going to surprise some people this year.
He basically has done that. The way he puts it, they have to play Arkansas too, by gosh. And, he is very optimistic. He says that he likes his team. He's said that a number of years running. And that includes some teams that, like the 23 team that struggle with KJ's final year. But he didn't offer one line, and I think we mentioned this once, that he could have been off at the lake. If he didn't believe in what they were doing and that they could improve, he would already be off at the lake because he's had that opportunity, and he's not. So what makes a good football team? A good quarterback who's protected well, who's backed by a good running game. In the Bobby Petrino system, you know the passing is going to be there. I've been going back over the numbers in recent days, and their passing game, their total offense numbers were good. Top, number 10 in the country. And so, other side of the ball, can you affect the other quarterback? Are you good? Are you good up the middle? And so, as much as we have questions, they filled some slots with veteran guys, and we're talking about some guys who we didn't see much of in spring or who weren't there yet. Like Oki was banged up. Some of the defense ends like Lee and some other guys. If they can get productive numbers from those guys, be a better pass rush team than we think, maybe they can surprise some people. The schedule's unrelenting. It says that this is a question mark that you can be a much better team. But Sam Pittman is on the tour of saying that he believes they are going to surprise some people.
Yeah. How much does continuity matter this year? We hear about second year for Petrino and Traylon Burks, and does that matter outside of that because there's so many transfer players, so many new names? Does it matter that all the coordinators are back for another year intact? Is the coaching staff's virtually untouched? Is that a point that matters anymore with so many transfer players on this roster?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, certainly continuity can't hurt you, and there's so many defensive players. When you do the Hog Futures like we do and talk to all these freshmen, and so many of them mention wanting to play for Travis Williams and being engaged by his energy, then you get the sense that Travis. 2 years ago they had really good pass defense numbers. Last year they relapsed. They just didn't have great coverage back there. You think about games like Ole Miss, and they gave up a bunch of passing yards. But again, he thinks they've got some guys that are going to affect the passer. And when you do that, your pass defense numbers are going to go up. And then on the other side of the ball, I think Bobby Petrino's numbers traditionally have spoken for themselves. And the second year for Taylon Green in his system should be more productive. So the carryover from Petrino certainly is beneficial. And then for Travis Williams, a third year, and then Scott Fountain, the one coach who's been with Sam Pittman every year here, it cannot hurt you, and I do believe there's value to it.
Let's talk about special teams for a second. I don't want to spend too much time, but Bale's back. You'll have a top 3-4 punter in the SEC. Shanks was an third-team All-American punt returner last year. You expect that to be better. What do you think about this kicking situation? I got to go back to spring. I felt like it was inconsistent, was it not? I know they got the number one kicker freshman out of high, or excuse me, that's going to be a freshman this year. What does that look like this fall, Tom?
Well, yeah, certainly it was inconsistent. And in the one scrimmage that was like the second to last Saturday of spring, Scott Starzik, the presumed, kicker to take over, had a bad day. Now, the wind, Scott Fountain points this out, the wind affects those guys when they go in the stadium. Maybe it gets in your head a little. But he's got to get that ironed out because that's where the home games are going to be played. But a kid with that kind of pedigree, with that kind of consistency in his pass, with a big leg, should get it together. It's not a guarantee, obviously, but Devin Bale, one of the best punters in the country, he had a phenomenal year last year, including the fake. I believe that was against A&M or somebody, where he ran for one that was pretty cool. And then snapper Ashton No, he's a good one. And then, Cam Shanks had 2 touchdowns last year for UAB. I think he's a preseason All-SEC guy, so he's expected to improve things.
Yeah, I think that was kind of just one of the big questions you had heading in that we don't talk about enough, Tom. Well, I got a baseball question for you. Talking with Tom Murphy, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, courtesy of the Arkansas Beef Council. Parker Coyle's back. Only Razorback that was drafted that's come back to school. That's a big get for DVH and Matt Hobbs, isn't it, Tom?
It's a huge get because he when he came back from his back situation, he was really, really tough. And he could be a lefty that not only can, finish off an inning against a couple of lefties, but he can give distance. And he showed that in the postseason. So it is a huge get. and they lost a few other pitchers that they were hoping they could get back. So having a veteran left-hander like that is a super big deal.
Yeah, and for Dave, I was looking at a deal. Dave's going to do some preseason speak, but I think what a battle that's going to be for that team come fall, just to try to make the roster and kind of the new construction of how a roster's put together for the baseball team.
Yeah, they've been doing that for years, but adding some freshmen, retaining some guys, and managing to keep some kids, who could have gone. I mean, keeping Gibbler last year was a big deal, and keeping the kid from California who's had two good get. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but he was a starter last year. Keeping him a couple years ago was a big deal, and the way they added through the portal last year with all those hitters, it might be tough to duplicate that, but filling out their roster has always been, getting on the roster has been a big deal at Arkansas because their recruiting is such high quality right now.
Tom, we'll leave it there, man.
Tom, great to catch up with. Yep.
Go, Tommy.
Great to catch up with you, Tom. We'll talk to you later this week on just a couple days before camp starts.
Sounds good. Y'all try to keep that feuding to a minimum. See ya.
Never. All right, Tom Murphy, brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council every Tuesday here on the Morning Rush. On a cattle ranch, calves aren't only raised by their mothers. They're raised by a community of farmers, ranchers, and veterinarians committed to giving them the healthiest, most comfortable life possible. Because for cattle farmers, ranchers, and the moms of those baby calves, animal welfare is the top priority. Together we bring more beef. It's What's for Dinner. This funded by the Beef Farmers and Ranchers of Arkansas and courtesy of beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
All right, when we come back, SEC update. We're going to get into a few injury notes heading into this football season. Tommy's live at Estes Ace Hardware in Harrison as we continue on the Morning Rush.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Evan Cohen here. When you're on a business trip, you know what goes completely off the rails? Your workout routine, especially when you book a hotel that doesn't have a gym. Then you have to squeeze in between the desk and your bed, eke out 2 push-ups, and call it a day. If you just stay at La Quinta by Wyndham, you'll discover their fully equipped fitness center at every location. Now you can wake up and do some weightlifting to prepare you to carry your team on your back all day. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book direct at lq.com.
This is the Morning Rush.
All the Road Hogs have the hot calls and the tailgate ready to roll.
The summer sales drive continues at Rath Auto Resources. Right now, save up to $6,000 off retail value on your next road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle, reconditioned and backed by limited warranty. We've got you covered for your service needs as well, with half-off brakes and special financing available for those larger repairs. With our live market painless pricing and non-commissioned sales staff, we're committed to taking the hassle out of buying a quality pre-owned vehicle in the River Valley. Just another reason why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith. RathAutoFortSmith.com.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What'd you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See Agent Jeff Clark in Fort Smith or Agent Brad Howe in Van Buren.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Every day brings new possibility, like which Lux Cravings box you'll get from Taco Bell. Get classics for $5, faves for $7, or pure decadence for $9. Now with a new crispy chicken burrito. Tender, juicy chicken battered in tortilla chips and rolled into grilled burrito form. The possibilities. Choose from the $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Drinks excludes freeze and stacks extra.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
About the tough there is.
Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
The Hawks have finally it's the first SEC tournament championship for Arkansas.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
The king is on his way. Loses the football and scooped up in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Just like they drew it up. Traylon Burks.
You know, Traylon Burks' first NFL touchdown was pretty wild. Derrick Henry ran like 60 or 70 yards and then fumbled right before the goal line, and Traylon jumped on it, kind of similar to what Jarius Wright did in that Sugar Bowl years ago. But unfortunate news for an all-SEC wide receiver. Traylon Burks recently cut by the Tennessee Titans after the collarbone injury. Tommy, it's just gone rough for him since he got into the National Football League. I know Titans fans are mad that A.J. Brown's no longer on the team, wins a Super Bowl, and it's a stud for the Eagles. Traylon's had the ACL and now the collarbone injury. If I remember right, he had an ACL injury in high school, too, that kept him out of his senior year. So, unfortunately, he hadn't had a chance to stay healthy in the NFL just yet.
Yeah, and hopefully a team will take a chance on him. Good thing is collarbones don't take, they take a couple months to heal, 6-8 weeks generally. Hopefully a team will take a chance on him. We're still plenty of time to heal up before the season, and he wouldn't miss much of the regular season. So maybe he'll get a chance with another team. I'm sure he's got some GMs taking a look already. It's going to probably depend on who else gets injured in training camps across the league, maybe to open up an opportunity for him.
Speaking of NFL wide receivers, Colton, did you happen to catch that Miami Dolphins video of Quinn Ewers throwing it to Armstrong at training camp?
Both of them looked good.
It's so funny. I remember talking to Jalen about being teammates now with Jet Holmgren, who he beat when Arkansas beat Gonzaga back in San Francisco. Tommy, you've got all these SEC competitors that play each other in the league, and now they're teammates, and that's not it was just kind of weird seeing Quinn Ewers, Texas quarterback, throw it to old Armstrong, but that's just what it is in the National Football League with all these SEC.
I thought only politics made strange bedfellows. I guess SEC football can as well.
So many Drink was rattling off all the SEC draft picks and everything else. Continues to be the best conference in college football, getting guys to the National Football League. Did see some injury news. DJ Lagaway has been in a boot getting ready for this upcoming season. Florida quarterback. Apparently he has a lower leg injury, according to Zach Alabavardi, heading into fall camp. So I know we've talked about some quarterback position battles. Keep an eye on what's going on in Gainesville. And then last thing, we talked about Talon being on the Maxwell Award watch list. There's 9 SEC quarterbacks that are on this list, including Garrett Nussmeier, John Mateer for Oklahoma, Arch Manning for Texas, and others heading into this upcoming football season.
All right, that's your SEC updates brought to you by Joe's Grill and Cantina. And stop in for daily specials all week long, including dollar tacos on Taco Tuesday today, Throwback Thursday with a great rotation of Cuco's classic platters that they have, and, of course, Joe's chips and salsa made fresh every day in-house, even the fresh veggies like the carrots that you'll find in their salsa that makes it fresh and crunchy as well. So stop in, Joe's Grill and Cantina, great enchiladas, homemade sauce that's the best around, full bar, and TVs all around the restaurant as well. Great Tex-Mex with even better service at Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street across from Harps. Robert Smith takes care of a lot of things here at Estes Ace Hardware, including the gun counter. Robert, thanks for having us out today. It's a total new look here at Estes Ace Hardware.
It's great, and glad to see the transformation finishing.
Yeah. You got your Pro V1, your Titleist Pro V1 hat on. You like to swing the stick as well? I think that's about the only thing I haven't found in the stores is golf stuff.
Yeah.
You've got pretty much everything in that. Now, that corner up front's kind of your corner, right?
It is.
Take care of the gun counter, and that's one of the unique things here at Estes Ace Hardware is you've got a full selection of guns and ammo as well.
We do, and it's a team effort over there, and there's not very many problems we can't solve in that gun counter.
We think about how hot it is outside, 115 degrees it feels like, but we're really not that far away from dove season in September. Then you got bow season coming up, of course, but then modern gun will be on us before we get here, before we know what happens.
It is, and people prepare earlier and earlier every year, and last couple of years we've tried to transition the sporting goods department into full-blown ready for anything inventory-wise. Carry it all. Even right now, we've got turkey calls up there still. People like to buy them for birthday presents and whatnot.
Yeah, and even the things you need for that can double up. Things for football season and hunting season. You get the Yeti coolers. Well, you can get a lot of use out of it. You can get it right now, use it at the lake, football tailgating, hunting season. There's a lot of uses for one of those Yetis you got over there.
If we don't have it, you don't need it.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's a good way to say. What else is new? If someone had been in the store, maybe they've drove by, they've seen some of the work going on, and they're going to come in. They've heard about the giveaways. What's some of the new things that maybe people will find in here are things that have been refreshed?
Well, the front of the store is very appealing, and Corey did a great job on that. Corey and Paige both did a phenomenal job on that, and the grilling section is same as the sporting goods. I mean, just ready for anything. Full line of Blackstones, full line of Traegers, full line of gas grills, anything you need, seasonings, all that, and it's bigger than it's ever been. The grills especially.
Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks. I mean, that's really the backbone of everything you need from a hardware standpoint. If you need just a toolkit to throw in the back of your car, you need something more robust for the house, or it seems like Ty and I are always looking for a pair of pliers or a screwdriver, or we were looking, what was it, a measuring tape we were needing yesterday or day before. You need one of them toolkits around pretty much everywhere you're at, because you never know when you're going to have to tighten something up, fix something, put something together. Y'all got all the stuff for that.
We do.
All right. Ace Hardware, Estes Ace Hardware, North Bell Shopping Center. Come see Robert. What's the top selling stuff over there in your department? What are people looking at, right? Is it personal protection and handguns, or is it something more long gun stuff?
I feel like with the variety of things that we carry, it's sporadic. You can't put your finger on something. This time of year, a lot of handguns, a lot of 22s, a lot of plinking stuff, but
I'm looking at glass counter. Y'all got quite a bit of ammo too, so I mean, it's not just the guns; you got the ammo that goes with it.
Lots of ammunition, lots of optics, long guns, handguns, everything you need.
All right, Robert is the guy to see. Come see Corey, Robert, the whole team. There's a lot of great folks here at Estes Ace Hardware, Northville Shopping Center. I mean, can't be more in the heart of Harrison than where we're at, right?
Correct.
All
right
right
in the middle.
All right, man. Stay cool.
Thank you, Tom.
Appreciate you having us. Robert Smith, he works in the gun section, but he can probably help you with about anything you want here at Estes Ace Hardware. And don't forget the weekend giveaways. You can enter now. Milwaukee brushless two-tool combo kit. They've got those. They got the Blackstone griddle they're going to give away. Got the Weber grill and the Traeger smoker, all going to give away this weekend. So people can come in and enter for that here at Estes Ace Hardware in Harrison.
Say that one more time.
Two
tool. What do you say? Two-tool.
Yeah, I got to slow down on it. Two-tool combo kit. So that probably sounds like our show, right? A two-tool combo kit. That might be the morning rush. Yeah, put in a different way. So anyway, you want me to put your name in the bucket? Could you use a Milwaukee fuel cordless brushless two-tool combo kit? Think you could find some uses for that?
I think there's probably 99% of our audience that would make better use of that than I would. And plus, I think I'm ineligible considering we're doing the show there this morning.
Did you ever get your grill put together?
Yeah, it's good. We talked about this.
All right. What kind of grill do you have? Is it a griddle or is it like a Blackstone or is it like a grill?
It's a grill. We have a Blackstone at our house that my roommate hasn't set up yet. It's been sitting in the laundry room for like 6 months, but we have both. I've used the other grill, I think, twice.
I'm telling you, these Blackstones are game changers. They got a variety of those. But once you put that together and start cooking on your Blackstone tie, it'll be your favorite cooking device that you own.
It looks great.
You'll cook more on it outside than you will on your stove inside.
It looks great.
It is. It's a cooking machine. So, hey, one thing, we're not far from Gaston's White River Resort. They're just hop, skip, and a jump right over the hill over here, and you can go over and fish on the White River. Great place to hang out, spend time with family and friends. I know it's the heat of summer, but they got plenty to do, and that's the thing about the cool water of the White River. You can just slip down there and maybe dip a toe in there, and that'll cool you off quick. But, with the water they're running right now, really fishing on the river is quite comfortable, to be honest with you. You run up and down the river in your boat, and you feel great doing it, and that water's 50-ish degrees, and it's kind of refreshing, considering anything else seems to be, even in the shade, 100-plus degrees right now. 870-431-5202. You can slip over for a meal as well, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you don't have to be staying at Gaston's to enjoy the restaurant at Gaston's. They welcome everyone in anytime that's convenient for you. Just call ahead for a reservation. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time every time.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Largemouth bass will be spawning soon at ponds and lakes all over Arkansas and Oklahoma. One of the best lures to catch them on at this time is the famous Yum Dinger. We make them by the truckloads in Fort Smith in 3, 4, 5, and 6-inch sizes, and they are in tackle boxes of bass anglers all over the U.S. and all over the world. Wacky rigging the 5-inch model can't be beat for spawning bass. Available at Walmart, Bass Pro Shops, Academy, LureNet.com, and tackle stores all over the place. The Yum Dinger.
I'm personally not necessarily a yes man, but I will, give my opinion on certain things.
This is the Morning Rush.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Busch Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Storm season is here. Is your roof ready? Hey, it's Matt Jones. If the weather has wrecked your roof and you need a roofing company you can trust, call my friends at Patriot Brothers Roofing. They have the #1 certainteed roofing company in Arkansas. They are licensed, bonded, insured, and lifetime River Valley residents located in Van Buren.
Thanks, Matt. We are also the only roofing company in the River Valley that installs a full CertainTeed integrity roof system and registers a 50-year warranty directly with CertainTeed. Patriot Brothers Roofing, because your home deserves only the best.
Like life, vacations don't always go as planned. If your summer getaway turned into a summer towaway, don't hire an attorney you don't know from a state you'll never go back to. Hire me, Jackie Mock. I'm licensed in Arkansas and Oklahoma, but I can process wreck checks no matter where you crashed. Call 479-769-1505. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, a wreck check sounds nice.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Number you can bet for breeze.
The worldwide leader in sports.
It was her first call game with my wife, and we ended up on that field. We were in section 104.
Brother, you just turned the light bulb on. You gotta go with somebody. At least they go with a winner.
Tommy, they're great.
You're listening to The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Graff.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963.
And that's where Jesse in Springdale is. We'll get to him momentarily. He's got a basketball question as we're 32 days out from football. Know when they officially send out the basketball schedule, we'll probably start doing a countdown for that because I know people are really excited about this upcoming basketball season. As Tommy is being live at Estes Ace Hardware in Harrison this morning.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun here. You can still come by and register to win the prizes. They'll be giving away Friday and Saturday, plus they got deals all over the store. AA batteries are on sale. You can always use Duracell AA batteries. Got a big pack of those on sale. I mean, stuff for the pool, propane tanks, all sorts of stuff. that can help you around the house or wherever you're at. They've got it right here. Come in and get the discounts on that and enter at Estes Ace Hardware. Talk about football season coming up. If you're looking for a place to stay for a football weekend, the Inn at the Mill just off the Johnson exits, the place we always stay, exit 69. 479-443-1800 is their number. Call and talk to Jen. She'll get your weekend set up. 479-443-1800. Online at inatthemill.com.
All right, Jesse's been patiently waiting. Jesse, what are your thoughts or questions on Arkansas basketball this year?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
I saw an article that we were getting a visit. I think it was yesterday or today from some stud 7'1" center that's got like pretty good range, I think.
Yeah, number one center in the class of 26. Colin, you're going to have to double check me on his name. But yeah, they've got him coming in. They've got the number one point guard coming in, looking, and there's someone else that John Calipari has scheduled for an official visit. It might be a wing.
Yeah. It's just nice to see, like, when I see these, like, recruiting articles about top players, that we're typically on the list for all the basketball players. Unfortunately, we're on none of the lists for any of the top football, but it's just good to see some top-tier talent coming to one of our sports at least.
Yeah,
Well,
I think you can expect it for years to come as long as John Calipari's your head coach. And I don't want to make light of what Eric Musselman was able to get on campus with guys like Anthony Black and Jordan Walsh and Moses Moody, but some of them had Arkansas connections or with regional. I mean, Cal's getting guys from New York and California. I mean, he's getting guys from all over the place. So, yeah, Jesse, I don't blame you at all for feeling that way. It is nice.
Well, when you're paying over $10 million for a basketball coaching staff, what about 8 to Cal? And I know a couple of them are making around $1 million. It's well in excess of $10 million. I don't think that's a unreasonable expectation. So I mean, for what you're paying, that you ought to be on all those lists, Ty.
I don't disagree. Jesse, you got anything else this morning?
Yes. I don't know if this line of thinking is incorrect. I was just curious what y'all's take was on it, but I feel like throughout Calipari's career, he didn't really have much of the like signature style of play, like 3-and-D or full court press or whatever. So to me, it's my perception that he's more of a coach all the guys, fundamentals, get them individually well, and just let them loose. Is that fair to say? Or
It's the dribble drive offense. Now, there have been some elements that he's changed over the years, but that's been his thing. Most notably probably at Memphis and Kentucky. But that's most college basketball coaches or high school would tell you that's been his offense, and I don't know if you call him the architect of that, but that's what he gets associated with the most. I think what you've got to be encouraged about this team is you seem to have some front court players you're really excited about. This is one of the oldest Cal teams that he has ever had in quite some time from a roster composition standpoint. So if I'm an Arkansas basketball fan, I am ecstatic for this upcoming season. I can't wait. Well, Jesse, we appreciate the call. Tommy, you got anything to add to that?
Well, I think that, should have high expectations. I would love to see that in football as well. But and not that you're not getting some talent, but I don't think you can compare the two. I think it's an apples to oranges deal, and you're not making the same investment in football that you are in basketball. So I don't think our expectations as far as who we're able to recruit, who we're going to get legitimate consideration from should be the same. So I think we gotta separate those two. You should hold basketball to a much higher standard based on what you've invested.
Colton, who's the kid that's visiting?
Jesse was mentioning the versatile 7-foot, 260-pound center, one of the top-rated centers in the 2026 class of Arifan Dion. So he's got some Dirk Nowitzki comps.
There we
That's
go.
what we're looking at right
well,
there.
And what Tommy just said is important. We talked about it. I think it was Basketball Reference and maybe another website. Arkansas just recently in 2025 was named the most NBA. It has the most NBA talent per capita of any states in the United States of America. I think they're surpassed Delaware. And so the football wise, I don't know where Arkansas is per capita recruiting talent. I'm going to guess it's dead last in the SEC. I don't have those numbers in front of me. someone's probably done the research and all that. But when you think about like again, these are things Sam Pittman and his staff have to deal with. When you think about Texas, two SEC schools, Oklahoma, which borders you even think about some ones that aren't necessarily as heralded, like Kentucky or Tennessee. They both beat you in high school football. Then you go to some blue bloods in football. As you think about Alabama, you think about Florida, you think about Georgia, where they are stockpiling high school football talent, and it's really hard to get a kid out of state that's a high 4 or 5 star. So there's just a difference of not only the brand of your head basketball coach right now and John Calipari and kind of his recruiting base versus what Sam Pittman has at his disposal, not just in state, but going to kids get outside the state as well.
That's a good point. I mean, when you start with that kind of in-state base that you don't have in football, and that's not news to, as far as, may not have been number one per capita. That may be a fairly new stat, but that tells you what? We've been in the top 3, 4, 5 probably for a while. I don't think it's any secret amongst basketball people that Arkansas is a very good recruiting base for that sport. It's just not the same in football. And in baseball, you've had enough success. You recruit in state and do well, but you're able to truly recruit nationally in baseball. So this idea of comparing the two and then saying, hey, Sam Pittman, stinks because of that's just unfair. I just don't think you can compare the two in a reasonable conversation.
Yeah, like for Dave Van Horn, how many kids have you plucked out of California? The one I think about that's currently on the roster is Gabe Gackle. You just got that kid from San Marcos, JUCO. So, they've had success. Fletcher and some other guys that have come out of there.
Helfrich as well.
Him and Gabe have known each other for a while. So that's something, again, that you've been able to get. There's a lot of, I think it was Kyle Peterson that was talking about this. Like, you look up and down SEC rosters and teams that are in the College World Series, they got a lot of Cali baseball kids, and Arkansas is no exception to that rule. You look up and down roster, like Ohio State, for example. They get a good chunk of kids from Ohio and Michigan, but they got a lot of SEC talent, too. I think about a kid that Arkansas lost years ago, North Little Rock, KJ Hill. That would hurt. And KJ had a really good career at Ohio State. So they come down here and have success. And just look up and down college football rosters. That's what the top teams are made of, SEC talent. And it's not really a surprise there based on where the recruiting bases are.
Yeah. So, look for Arkansas to continue to be in those conversations. I think what you said earlier is, obvious and right on point. As long as John Calipari is your coach, people find that as a pathway to the NBA. Mm-hmm. It's also going to be a pathway to good NIL money. So, we've got to get used to the fact that it's not a headline to be on a list of a 5-star. We're still getting used to that as a fan base. We're not used to that every 5-star's got us on their list. And we're still a little bit in awe of that. Mm-hmm. At some point, as long as John Calipari's here, we're just going to have to call it, it's just another day.
And
it's Tuesday.
And we also need to clarify this. I think with Musselman, Cal, and whoever ends up taking over next, you're in as good a situation, and this is 4 or 5 years down, 3 or 4. When Cal says, I'm done, I'm going to ride off into the sunset, hopefully after a national championship here in Fayetteville, this is going to be one of the most highly coveted jobs in college basketball because they see what this state is basketball-wise. They see this fan base. They see Bud Walton Arena. They see all these intangibles that, unfortunately, you have going against you in the football job. But the basketball job and eventually the baseball job, whenever DVH decides to hang it up, those will be 2 of the most sought-after jobs in college. No question. You will have people that apply, that reach out to Hunter, or if there's another AD down the road, that you would never have expected to even inquire about the job. But that's just the differences between the job that Sam Pittman sits in and the job that Cal and DVH are in right now.
No argument with that. I think you're right on it there. Hey, it's Tuesday. That means they have got a great special over at Art's Barbecue. If you're hungry for some pork chops today, you can get 2 pork chops and a couple of sides that go along with it. Ty is an awesome lunch, and it's such a big lunch, particularly this time of the year. Fills up about half a to-go box too. It's made for a pretty good dinner as well for me. Last couple times I've gotten it. So if you're looking for lunch today, pork chops are the special, $9.99, 2 big, thick grilled pork chops and 2 sides of your choice at Art's Barbecue. Rogers Avenue next to Buddy's, 452-2550 to call ahead. They'll have it ready, or one of their great burgers or a brisket sandwich or some baby back ribs or whatever you're maybe got a hunger for today. Art's Barbecue's on Rogers Avenue next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
So did you see the Deion Sanders stuff, Tommy? I know
about the bladder cancer?
Yeah.
Losing. He's lost, 25 or 30 pounds, something like that?
Yeah, which has been – he had a cancerous bladder tumor that's been removed. And I don't want to make light of anything cancer-wise. Obviously, it's affected me. It's affected so many others of our listening audience. But I will say this, like past this surgery, past this removal, I did at least chuckle a little bit to Deion's response about this. Take a listen.
But please get yourself checked out, especially African-American men. We don't like going to the doctors. We don't like nothing to do with a doctor. You know that. So I'm not just talking to the brothers. I'm talking to my Caucasian brothers, my Hispanic brothers, my Asian brothers, my everybody, and my sisters. And that's all, y'all.
I was great. I just listened to him, and I listened to some other stuff in that press conference, but I was just cracking up a little bit. But there were rumors circulating, and you know what I mean. Rumors are rumors, but there was a thought that he was going to potentially retire yesterday. That some people were putting out there. Didn't end up coming to that. I know that there's going to be a transition with Shadur and Travis Hunter now in the National Football League, and it's going to look a lot different in Boulder, Colorado this year. But that is at least, again, that's awesome. Primetime's not having to deal with that, something that we've all had to deal with either personally, friends, family, in some sort, and it affected him, and hopefully he's by all of it.
Well, and hopefully so. I mean, you want good health for everyone, but I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not, and you can't compare the two with like Sam Pittman and the hip versus cancer. They're not the same thing, but it's just hard to focus on your job and do your job when you got something that eventful in your health going on. And when the C word gets used, and you're right, I don't imagine there's many people in our audience that it hasn't touched them. But at some point in their life or their family, I know I'm dealing with the same thing in our family. But, you know, he's so right about, you know, particularly at my age. I'm getting to that age where you need to get checked out. And those annual checkups are important. And that blood work's important. And I'm I'm the guy he's talking about. I don't want to go to the doctor. I'm not going just for, I don't want to go just for a checkup. But it's so important to catch things early. And fortunately, they caught his early before it was too late. John Daly, didn't he have stomach cancer he was going through,
Yeah,
you know, so I mean it can happen to any of us. And you know, so if it's these guys, you know, while we look up to them and they're superstars and they're big time names, all this, they're not immune to the things you know, we read about and hear about elsewhere. So that means none of us are either. So he does make a good point to go get yourself checked out next time you're at the doctor. You know, do that blood work. None of us like to do. We got to get it done.
Do you see Daly opened a bar in Nashville? And his bladder cancer. Apparently, JD had bladder cancer. Thank you, Lance. Lance texting in here in the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Do you see Daly opened a bar in Nashville?
I read about this a few weeks ago that was coming. But you know, it'd be one more thing to check out next time we're in Nashville. So,
thought that was pretty cool. Well, you're at Estes Ace Hardware in Harrison this morning. JT in Hot Springs asked you to put him in the giveaway, Tommy.
All right. Just send you said JT?
JT in Hot Springs, yes. Jeremy Oliver. If you want to put his name in, he has asked you to do that for him this morning. Anyone else? What does it look? How many people have we had entered thus far?
Well, I mean, there's been a bunch of ladies in here wondering where you were at, and that's kind of hurt things a little bit. But I don't know, we got a few dozen entries here. So JT in Hot Springs is in there now. So
hopefully, best of luck to everyone that has entered. Say it one more time, Tommy, for us.
Oh, you want the cordless, brushless 2-tool combo kit? Getting better at it.
Otherwise known as the Morning Rush.
It's the Morning Rush Special, the 2-tool combo kit. It's the Morning Rush Special.
Oh, man, as we like to put it. Well, you're going to stay put here in Harrison, aren't you? You got something.
Yeah, Matt's down the street at the substance abuse conference that halftime's going to be live at, so I'm going to head down and hang out with those guys for a while. So
perfect. All right, so we're going to continue on Here on ESPN Arkansas, Matt Jones, Big C, and Tommy coming up in just a bit. Excited about that. We've got plenty of things to get to on a What's Your Beef Wednesday tomorrow. Also didn't get to Arkansas' schedule has changed a little bit in 2026. We didn't get to that today, but I'm going to guess based on the possibility of a 9-game schedule, Tommy, we could see another change heading into next season as well.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that at all. As things have to get scrambled around a little bit. So, and I think you're going to see more changes as we move forward and figure out what's in those contracts, how much it's going to cost to change things.
I would think you're right on that. All right, that's going to do it for us. Appreciate Estes Ace Hardware having us in Harrison. For Tommy Kraft, Colton Little, and Tom Murphy, I'm Ty Richardson. Halftime is coming up next.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile